you're a professional if you've ever been paid to do the work. Technically, you consider yourself a professional because everybody else is just doing it as a hobby and they're not usually getting paid and they're just doing it for fun. So once you've been paid for it, you're a professional. Now, that's kind of just like a technical way of looking at it, and you can be a real loser and technically be professional, I guess. But yeah, no, I do think there's a lot of it comes with experience, which builds confidence, and therefore, it's kind of some of the things that inform your ability to have, your attitude, how organized you are, the character you display, definitely sets a tone. And I think that's a fair point of saying those are good building blocks for saying they're a professional. To say someone's a professional, to me, means they understand the process it takes to accomplish what needs to be done. So if you think of someone who's a professional athlete even, they understand, and everybody will have different opinions, but they have an opinion and understand what's necessary and what it takes to accomplish what's being asked of them. The training, the health, the plays, all of those types of things will go into saying, wow, they're professional, or they don't have any idea what they're doing. And they may be out on the field or on the court or whatever running around, but they are not professional. Means, to me, kind of is synonymous with competency in a sense. Like they're just incompetent or they're very competent. It can be a way to define being professional. It's kind of a broad question, and I feel like there could be a lot of different ways and different angles to approach that. I guess that's kind of the first thing that comes to mind for me in saying, are you professional or not? Grant asked, the question was, can you explain what it means to be professional? Was her question. Is it more than attitudes, organization, character? I don't know. What do you think on that one, Andrew?
I think it's a great question. I think really kind of what sets it apart is obviously, when you have cool gear, it helps because it makes it like if you just have like a Canon point and shoot or something, it's a little harder to look professional, but still you can. So I think really I think probably like if you had to boil it down to the biggest thing would be if they feel like you know what you're doing. Like if they feel like it's not like you show up on set and you're like, I got to do this. And then you're like back and forth and doing this and this and this and this. And they're kind of like, they can tell you're flustered and kind of like, just, this is like what John Clay said with do they sense that you're competent or they feel like you're just completely at your wit's end all the time, and there's going to be moments where you're like, I don't know what to do with this. That's totally fine. Everybody has that. But if they feel like you kind of have a system and you kind of, if you think of, if you're being professional about something, it doesn't mean not conversational and very friendly and all that kind of thing, but you may not be goofing off, you might not be, like, I don't know. Well, I mean, it depends on your brand. Sometimes you can get by with that. Some people seem to get by with that. But especially I think for those of us who are younger, when they see kind of just a certain level of seriousness about what you're doing, I think that can help. So,
right.